Oh, okay. Good afternoon, Sarita.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are
So,
you doing today?
yes, doing fine, Sarita. Like the day is going to be productive because you are there with me. So, yes, I've started my day right now with you
My
only.
pleasure.
Yes. So, Sarita, we are
Okay.
connecting for the second time today. Okay. So, yeah, tell
Yes,
me
ma'am.
something because a little bit I've forgotten it. Just because of my age, I tend to forget many things. So, I forgotten about you also to give me your introduction once more.
Okay, sure.
Yes.
My name is Sarita. I belong to Himachal Pradesh. I am a homemaker, mother of two, and I have worked as a teacher. And recently, I have started teaching online spoken English to beginners and intermediate level learners. And if I talk about my hobbies, I love music. I like reading books, watching documentaries, and talking to people. Yeah, so that's in brief about me.
Very nice, wonderful. Okay. And like about your hobbies. So like some of the hobbies of yours are common with me. Like I'm fond of reading and listen to music. I'm very fond of listening to music. And I read a lot. Like every day I try to read something or the other. So and I'm into reading. And one more you told, and that is also match with me. So these through some two or three habits of mine, they are like same with you. Okay. So, like,
Yes.
okay. So, come on, let's start with the question. Okay. Oh, yeah, I think you don't need my introduction. Shall I give my introduction or not? It's
No,
okay.
no,
Yes,
no
not
need
needed.
of.
Okay. Yeah. So, what I see is that you are the guiding star, like on that day, on a previous conversation when I had conversation with you, and what I noticed that you are such a good speaker, really. So,
Oh,
yes,
you.
really. Yes.
Thank you so
So yeah, so what I thought instead of discussing on some topic or something else, because I wanted to speak on something else. Then what clicked in my mind that Sarita is such a good speaker and she can become a guiding star to the people who are trying to learn this language. You know.
much.
So yes, yes.
Thank you.
So I want to ask from you the question of mine is that my first question goes to you. Like, what was the biggest fear when you started speaking English? Your biggest fear, and how did you overcome that fear of yours?
I think the biggest fear was like that I won't be able to
Yes.
express my thoughts or ideas well. Okay, if they will ask any question, or they will say to talk, they will say me to talk about anything like anything random.
Yeah.
So I had the insecurity that I won't be able to hold that conversation for long because at
Oh,
that time I used to fumble.
yeah.
So that inferiority complex was there a little bit, yes, because I was not able to express my ideas, what
Yeah.
I think and what I have the ideas in my mother tongue in Hindi language. I was not able to express and articulate those ideas well
Okay.
and effectively and naturally in English. So that was the fear.
Like, how did you overcome? I mean to say, you had that fear of yours. So, what you did? Like, you spoke to many people, or you tried to not to come forward sorry, not to come forward with the camera. So, you had a fear of coming in the front of people. Did you?
Actually, because I have worked as a teacher, so maybe I was not that fearful of being judged or
Yeah.
be a public speaker because I have already a public speaker. I have talked, I have taught my students. Yes, but if I have to talk to some experts or the
Yeah.
trainers, like as I talked to the trainers in English Yari. So yes, there was a little bit. I was not confident that how I will hold the conversation, and
Okay.
yes, but like I thought that I will have to face it to remove the
Yeah.
shyness or whatever there is because it's been long time when I worked as a teacher. It's been long time. After that only I worked for a 1 year. But yes, I thought that I have to improve myself. So that with that thought, that I want to improve my spoken English. I
Yeah.
want to improve my communication skill. So with that thought, I had a strong desire for the learning communication skill.
Yeah.
So I did it, and when I joined 2 or 3 sessions after that, I became very comfortable, and every day I was learning new things. So I enjoyed that journey, and in this way, I got intrigued in this communication skill.
Very nice. So you are you can't speak in the front of public. You are kind of a public speaker, you mentioned, right? You are
Yes,
a
because
public
I
speaker.
have worked as a teacher. I have
Okay.
worked as a teacher. So when I did the B.Ed at that time when our simulation started, so
Yes.
that time I had a lot of questions in my mind. I had judgmental fear that how teachers will judge, how other students will judge us when we will teach. So that time I was very fearful about during my when our simulation started in the B.Ed college and then in the schools. So that time I think I overcame
Okay.
much of these things,
Okay.
like how to express ourselves and how to talk in front of the people and students
Okay.
and in front of our teachers.
So, like, you are a public speaker. So, how can a person become a public speaker? Somebody wants to become a good public speaker. So, and what should that person do to become a good speaker like you? Like, you are such a good speaker, and you mentioned that you can talk to, like, on the crowd also. If you are in the front of you, there's a huge crowd, and you want to give them some message. You are there to, like, talk to them very confidently. So, how a person can become a public speaker, I mean to say.
So first of all, a person should be willing. Where there is a
Yes,
will, there is a way. If the
definitely.
person likes the language, uh, if you want to get in touch or you like this language or you love this language, then obviously you will do everything. You
Right.
will do everything to become a good communicator, to become a good speaker, an eloquent speaker, and public speaker. And if you like to express your ideas, if you like the languages, it's not just about the English language, even other languages like Hindi or any other languages. So
Yes.
that first of all, there should be a love or desire for that
Right.
particular language. And yes, otherwise if you don't like to talk, then you will not. So but I was not a very talkative person. I'm not an
Okay.
extrovert.
Okay.
I was a kind of shy person, kind of introvert maybe, but I used to think a lot. I had a lot of ideas, but yes, I was like shy of expressing my thoughts earlier in my childhood
Okay.
maybe.
Yeah.
But now I can say I'm an ambivert type of person. I don't like much gossips, but yes, whenever it is about the ideas and thoughts, people's experiences and all, then I love to talk.
Yeah. So that confidence should be there, right? Confidence
Yes,
matters
yes.
a lot, like,
Confidence,
yeah.
this confidence, motivation, it all comes
Oh, yes.
by just practice. If you will practice,
Right.
just practice
Right.
in front of camera, record your videos, then
Right.
start YouTube channel. Speak like earlier when I last year started YouTube channel, I was also fearful that what if people will judge me? They will pass the negative comments. They will write some bad remarks or something like
Exactly.
that. But then I
Yes.
thought that it's people, it's their mind, it's their mindset. Why I
Yes.
have to think about that?
Mm,
Okay,
mm.
I will ignore if I will get some these kind of remarks. I will ignore them. I cannot just sit like that that I don't want to do just because what other people think. So
Yes.
I didn't give the priority to other people's remarks or
Yes.
judgments.
Yes.
I gave priority to my learning process that I have to learn.
Yes. Yes.
And by the channel, I will be consistent. If I will have a channel, I will be consistent about my learning. And every day I will be uh, prompted to upload anything,
Yes.
any content.
Yeah.
So that's why
Very
I
nice.
crossed
Lovely.
that.
Lovely answers of yours. Okay. So, like, what daily habit of yours made you to improve? Any one habit that made you to improve? I think being consistent and speaking every day. Is it?
Daily habits, what I okay, my
Yeah.
practice. So daily my focus was on speaking,
Ah,
because the speaking was the worst part of my communication skill, because I
okay.
never spoke since my childhood, because I have lived in my village for 15 years of my life.
Oh,
So there I never got that environment. Even our teachers never spoke in English. Even English teachers or teacher also they used to teach. Our English teacher was very good in grammar. He taught us tenses very nicely. I think because of the credit of my grammatical knowledge goes to my teacher, English
very nice.
teacher in my village. Yes. So that was I lived in a small village in my childhood up to 15 years of my life. Then we shifted to the city. So, yes, I had to I forgot the question. What was the question?
Yeah, yeah. My question was one daily habit made you to improve. Yeah,
Yes, daily habits. Yes, I never got the chance to speak English.
yeah.
I even never needed because I when I did the job in CBSE board schools, even those schools speaking English was not compulsory.
Okay.
So that is the thing that was the speaking was the thing that was lacking in my English knowledge. So, from last 1 year, when I thought of brushing up my communication skill, when I attended classes from English Yari, after that, speaking is something that I did every day. Every
Yes.
single day, I
Yeah.
did the speaking
Okay.
practice. Yes, because I had read a lot of books related to my graduation, post graduation. I did in English medium, graduation and
Uh-huh.
post graduation.
Yeah.
So I read a lot of books related to B.Ed, psychology, philosophy, and all related to my science subjects. So yes,
Yes.
I thought that I have read a lot. I had a lot of even vocabulary as well. But when I used to talk in a daily conversation, I used to
Yes.
forget the vocabulary. My
It happens
active
to everyone.
vocabulary was very
Yes.
less,
Yeah. Yeah.
very less because I never spoke.
Yes.
So speaking part was the worst in my
Very nice.
communication
Very.
skill,
So
and
like
I
you,
every day I
yeah.
did speaking practice.
So I lived for 15 years in a village. Very
Yes,
difficult,
ma'am.
like, and your schooling was through which medium?
Hindi
Your
medium
school, Hindi medium. Okay. Okay.
up to 10th
Then
standard.
you shifted to city, after 15. But it's very difficult to adapt that atmosphere of village. For me, it's very difficult. And somebody
When I
says,
was in
yeah,
11th, I was like an alien. I was like an alien. Even two, three friends of mine, three, four friends of mine that came from the village. We were in the same school, and they also took the science as a subject in 11th. But later on, after maybe 15 days or 1 month, they left. They said that no, it is not our cup of tea. We cannot handle it because there were whole syllabus was in English. So suddenly changing medium from Hindi to English, they left
yeah, it
this
becomes
that
difficult.
subject,
Okay.
and
Then you,
I remain alone. I remain alone. So yeah, it was difficult. I used to be very underconfident. So, but yeah, I have a quality that once if I choose something that I think that why if other people can do, then I can also do. I will do. I will not give
yes,
up. So this is a
very nice,
something innate quality in me that if I have decided something, then I will do that.
very
So I
nice.
did
Then
not.
you are adamant, yeah.
Yes.
And very
So
nice, yeah. I loved all your answers. Okay, anything you remember that nostalgic moment of yours, you would like to talk on that every now and then. See, we people, like even I have some nostalgic moments of mine in my childhood, in my youth, there are many moments. So sometimes it happens, we love to talk about those moments, we want to speak about that very often. We love to speak to those moments of ours. So any moment you remember, that nostalgic moment?
whole time, the whole years of my life, of my whole childhood, up
Yeah.
to 15 years of my life, that was a very different and great experience of my life, a great exposure that I have learned in the village. Though I didn't know ever that I am learning these all things from a village. That time
Oh,
we used to think that the city life is fancy and advanced and
yeah.
everything is so fancy in cities. That
Mhm.
time we did not give the importance to the village, but now whenever I think
Yeah.
about my dad life, my dad exposure to a village life, I become very emotional and very nostalgic. I That whole period of my childhood is very very nostalgic and very close to me and emotional for me because their life was very simple. We were brought up in a big joint family, like my mother's, my my parents,
Grandparents, yeah,
grandparents, and my uncle, aunts, and
yeah,
my cousins. So we were brought up. I am brought up in a big joint family, and we
yeah,
used to play. I used to play with my cousins, with my friends in the village. We used to wander here and there in the fields, in the jungles, every day. Like life was very. It was kind of
yeah,
adventurous life I have
yes,
lived in the village
yeah,
because
of course,
I my children, they are not getting that environment. They are not getting that exposure to the life that I have lived in the village. So everything was very free. Life was very free,
yes.
and it was a joyful life I had lived
Yes.
in my village. And
I think everybody, everyone, they cherish their childhood. And I think that is the best phase of our life. Like after, see, we start from the childhood, then we come youth, then we become adult. So it happens like 3 or 4 phases are there in the life. And the most interesting one, the most good, like we enjoyed that, it is childhood. I think everybody loves their childhood, and we love to talk about that. When in my family, when we all cousins gathered together, and it happens that we will talk about our childhood days. So we remember, we will discuss about, like, say, you used to do this when you were a child, and they would remind me also that, oh, Alka, you used to do this and that, in our childhood. So those memories, they keep on lingering in our mind somewhere or other, and we love to talk about them. And especially with our cousins, we have the good moments with them. So yeah, so we love to remember sometimes, right? Yeah,
yes, and the most nostalgic part of my childhood is that whenever during the daytime, whenever
yeah,
all the elders used to sleep, that time was our favorite time because there was silence. No one
correct.
was there to
Yes,
like the
exactly.
yes.
Correct.
So that time we used to
Yes,
utilize in playing and like going to the streams, like bathing in the streams, playing there,
yes,
and like plucking the wild fruits and something like that. And we used to make a
yes,
chart and all of these things. So that time was very our
yes,
very favorite time,
yes,
daytime.
yeah,
And our elders used to say that why don't you sleep at daytime? Why don't you take rest? I used to think that why these elders sleep at the daytime? How do they get sleep during the
yes, of
daytime?
course, of
Daytime,
course.
uh,
And the daytime we
yeah,
used to enjoy a lot. You mentioned that we used to pluck something, you mentioned right now, used to pluck something, fruits or something like that, and we used to pluck very secretly that the owner doesn't come to know that we are here to pluck something. We enjoyed to
yeah,
pluck. And that, that when we pluck something, like I used to pluck guavas, from my neighborhood. And we enjoyed, and it
yeah.
seemed so sweet and
Everybody in the village that time
yes,
was kind of the duration of the day that everywhere there was a silence. Everybody used to sleep in the village, and we could
yes,
go anywhere and roam around anywhere that time.
yes,
So
right.
yes, that is very nostalgic.
Exactly, exactly. So on the last note, this is my last question to you. Like, yeah, it's over. I think it's over. I'm done with my questions. Yes. Okay. Do you have any question, any message to the learners, any to the beginners, anything, any good message, any advice? Hey, you are so prompt and you are so good at English. I would love to ask you so many questions. So this is my last question to you. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. My question to you is,
Yes.
just you can answer it in a brief if time,
Huh?
we are running out of time. That
Huh?
what if you would be given a chance to relive your life? What you will add it from your life? What you would like to add it from your life, or how you would like to relive your life if you would be given a
Okay,
chance to relive your life?
to restart from again from my childhood, right?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay. Okay, so that what I would do. Oh my God, very tough to
yes.
answer. What I will do? Oh my God.
How
Okay.
you relive, how you would like to relive your life that maybe you have not done in this life of yours, or maybe you think that I should have done like that, I should have
Oh
become
yes.
like that.
Okay,
Anything
okay.
else?
One thing I'm recalling is that I would love to do my makeovers, you know. So Yeah, that makeover I couldn't do in my life because in my time, when I was young, when I was in my youth, there was no trend of going to parlors or that, no, nothing. And yeah, in my
Oh,
marriage also, I just got ready myself. But there was no trend of going to parlors and nobody is coming to give you makeup and all that. So sometimes I think I should have done my makeover. So, but now it's my like age. Now I can't do that. But still, I love to. I would have loved to do this. That I'm missing. Right now, my haircut and my face and something to be done. So alternative, I will find. Yeah, but not now. So I miss
okay, I
sometimes.
got.
I think I would have done this. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, I got it.
yeah.
Okay, and as I know about you that you have been an homemaker.
Yes,
You are not a
yeah,
working professional. So
yes.
you don't think like that you would like to become a working professional if you would be given
Yes,
a chance to read.
yes. I tried also. Yeah, I tried, but I couldn't do that. But now I can't do. But in my time when I tried in many schools. But the thing was that, and I was not B.Ed. And wherever I went, the principal would ask me one question: "Are you B.Ed?" So I would say no. So can you speak English? Can you speak English? I would say in broken, like I can speak a little bit, but not fluent as you are speaking. I would tell to the principal very directly that I can't speak in the way you are speaking. But now I think if this moment, if I would go to some school, definitely they will appoint me as a teacher. But yeah, this thing I'm missing in my life. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. And one tip I would like to give to your viewers about improving their communication skill.
Yes.
From
Yeah.
my experiences, I will tell them that don't bother about the grammar rules, grammar knowledge, nothing.
Exactly.
Just keep your focus on speaking. Every day,
Yes.
start from the speak words to words and then small sentence to sentence.
Yes.
Speak like do the speaking practice every day,
Right.
just
Right.
every single day do the speaking practice. Just you can start from the small words and then from some small sentences, just speak basic sentences and speak clearly. So
Exactly.
speaking
Exactly.
practice will make you improve in this
Right.
communication skill. Don't think about the grammatical rule, just start from the speaking and speak with the mistakes, because mistakes are the part of
Yes. Of
our
course.
life, part of
Yes.
communication.
Sir.
Yes, so speak with mistakes, just speak to improve your
Yeah.
fluency.
So
So
wonderful
that is the tip.
advice, Sarita, from your side. It was a wonderful advice given to the learners. Like everybody, we should be consistent with our practice. See, I missed for
Yes.
6 months. I had a long hiatus for 6 months. I couldn't practice, because my husband was not in a good health. So when I started after 6 months, it was very difficult for me to talk to people. I felt nervous. I felt that somewhere I'm fumbling. So I mean to say, everybody, if they have time, they should practice every day, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We have
So
to stay in touch with the language.
right, right. Okay, Sarita,
Yes.
nice and wonderful to talk to you. And so many advice you have given to my learners and the viewers also. And then definitely they will be learning something from you. A lot I mean to say from you. Okay,
Thank
bye.
you so
Have a
much
good time.
for
Yes.
having me.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir. Yes,
Have a
thank
good
you.
day ahead.
Thank you,
Yes,
Sarita.
ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Lord. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.